my cable caught up on there. Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. We're ready to go with another big day. Championship wrestling, always exciting, David.
Well, I tell you, you got Teijho coming in here again. He'll be in the opening match today. And Jimmy Jack Funk will be here a little bit later on. Bobby Jaggers. We got a 6-man tag team match. Should be a good one. We'll have Bill Dundee, Jeff Jarrett, and Billy Travis in that one. It's not all. We got a tag team match coming up, too, in which the Region Bull, Manny Fernandez, and Hector Guerrero will be here. So it looks like a full day.
We have a full day indeed, Dave, in wrestling, in the wrestling vein. But we also have a couple of announcements. One in particular that I'm not really sure how I view. I'm in some ways I'm very excited about it. In other ways, I don't know. So anyhow, we've got that in front of us. I'm not going to give no hints. No hints. Right. Not going to give you any hints as to what it is. But we'll take care of that and all of the other information that's coming up. We have some very special matches and some videotapes that I think you're going to be interested in. We've got some new videos which we haven't had for some time, and we have someone in the studio.
What is he doing here?
With
like he's taking
with
inventory
us today.
or something. Yeah.
We got to get on with a television show. Can we help you there, partner? The audience is right over here, not on this side. So, okay, we've got our first match. Will be Teijho and William the Freezer. Tom, is there something you need? We've got to get on with a TV show. So, well, I'll tell you what. Let's do. Let's take a break right here, and we will take care of the gentleman in just a moment. Here with our opening bout in just a moment. We had not met Mark Guleen. We've seen a couple of the interviews that he's sent in here, and I would just simply tell you this, Mr. Guleen, that we have a format on the show. You're scheduled for an interview now and not in the opening of the program, and so we'll get along a whole lot better if we can just have you follow the format and let us run the television show.
I appreciate what you're saying. And I realize that you and your partner are both very competent at what you do.
Thank you.
But something that you must understand is that I am here now, and things will be done differently in the future.
Well, we've seen you with Teijho, and there's no question about it. He's quite a physical specimen. But we've had a lot of people around who've always told us about, you know, they're going to run the show and they're going to do this and that. We've gotten along without it. Oh, yeah, here comes Teijho right now. This, in case you are not aware, is Mark Guleen, who handles the affairs of Teijho, and this is our first time to have him on Championship.
Something that you must understand is you are in the presence of greatness. You will be made to understand this in the future. Teijho is one of the finest wrestlers to set foot in the ring. This man is dangerous, and he works for me. Things will be done differently. I'm making a list. Things will change, and you must understand this. I am Mark Guleen of the House of Guleen, and I am amassing the greatest assemblage of wrestlers that this area has ever seen. And don't you ever forget it.
Well, I will try not to forget it. We've also got to see performance is what we're looking for as to whether you can produce what you can say you can produce.
Watch him. Look at him. Have you ever seen anything like him? This man is totally dedicated to administering pain.
He's a physical specimen, all right. We've got a match scheduled for him right up in the ring right now. So if we could get on with that, we'll carry on about all of the other plans a little bit later on.
Bring on your fresh meat. This is fresh meat.
Okay, Teijho, Mark Guleen, and we're ready to go with our opening bout here right now.
It's going to be one fall. 10-minute time limit. William the Freezer Thompson in the ring right now. He weighs in at 289 out of Arkansas. Teijho from Singapore. He weighs 242.
He is a physical specimen,
He is indeed.
No question about that.
Yeah, we have seen him here once before, and we're suitably impressed with...
Look at the power of this man.
Well, it takes a lot more than just physical. Ooh, boy, he fired Thompson out on the floor, and I mean sailed him right through the ropes.
We do not just intend to beat this man. We intend to make him suffer.
Well, there really is no point to that. It's a wrestling match, and if he gets the 1, 2, 3, then that's what the match is about. But we don't need any of this unnecessary trying to hurt somebody.
Backed into a corner. Teijho Khan. He goes after pressure points in the neck. That's one of his specialties there.
The freezer down on the knees, and Teijho just drops that elbow. Looked like the point of the elbow, but the referee was closer to it than we were.
Pain! More pain!
Mark Guleen, the business manager, right? Guleen is the business manager of Teijho Khan, is that correct?
I think he's his owner.
Yeah, okay.
If you listen to him.
I am his owner. He works solely for me. He does only what I tell him, when I tell him.
William Thompson has not gotten off the blocks yet with Teijho. Little reversal there. Ooh. Drilled him with that left hand. Okay.
Took 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Teijho Khan got the win.
And it was all Teijho Khan. No question about that.
Yes! Teijho Khan the Great!
Okay, you can get him out of there. He won the match in 2:06, so you can just get him out of the ring.
The greatest Teijho Khan! Yes! Yes! The greatest!
No. Hey, come on now.
We'll leave when we're ready to leave and not before. You will learn these lessons. You will learn.
Well, you will learn also that you may be interrupted before you know it when you get into that kind of carrying on out here. I guess 2:06 was the time on the thing.
Exactly,
yeah,
yes.
It was all Teijho Khan as Mark Guleen, who made his first appearance here in Championship Wrestling.
I have something to say to you, all of you. I am here to assemble the finest group of wrestlers this world has ever known. And you, each one of you, is going to witness something here today. My man Teijho Khan wrestled a very special pair of wrestlers. And I can't believe it, but they won. My man Khan, I cannot believe
You're
it.
talking about a match that took place
Yes.
in the past.
In the past, I was viewing the tapes.
Okay.
I saw it. I could not believe it when they told me. When they told me the Khan had lost, I said either these men were very underhanded or they were extremely talented. After viewing the tapes, I have decided the latter. These are very special wrestlers, and I intend to make them my own.
Well, I know the match you're talking about. You're obviously talking about the Midnight Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. Certainly an outstanding.
I have an offer for them. I have an offer that they will find it very difficult to refuse.
Well,
Extremely talented wrestlers.
I don't know what kind of an offer you're talking about. Where this is not swap shop here. We got a wrestling show. What do you got in your mind?
Lance,
Can we get
at the
on?
price we're talking, this most certainly is not swap shop. Gentlemen, you are a pair of the finest wrestlers I have seen in my entire experience. And I want both of you to know that I am prepared to offer you a cash bonus to sign with the House of Guleen. Now I'm talking cash in-hand bonus just for your signatures to come work with me under the rules of the House of Guleen.
And just how much cash are you talking about?
Hey, I don't verify this guy. I don't know anything about him. He just walked out. It's our first meeting with
The
him.
only verification I need is the cash. These gentlemen are interested. We're talking a $5,000 cash bonus for your signatures.
You know, Lance, just last week we came out here, we said, in professional wrestling, nobody gives you anything. You have to work for it. Now this guy's offering us $5,000. That's a lot of money, but it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes when it sounds that simple and that easy, it's not always that easy, and he's talking about $5,000.
Wait. What price is it going to take to get you? I will have you name your price. You say nothing is ever given. Nothing is ever free. Your signatures tonight, gentlemen, are going to mean a great deal of money. How much money are we talking about?
They said it wasn't worth it. I think that gets across the sentiment.
I believe that we have established that these gentlemen are interested in my offer. We're merely quibbling over cash.
Well, you know, like we said before, you know, nobody's ever given us anything. We've always had to work for everything we've ever got. Now this guy's offering us some money. And I'll tell you what, we do have a price, I guess, and it's $15,000.
You're talking about $15,000 apiece. And what you're proposing that what? You take over their affairs? Is that what it is?
That is right. They will wrestle under the rules of the House of Guleen. I will take care of all management affairs. You will answer only to me. Gentlemen, $7,500 apiece. Cash on the line for your signatures.
You're not talking in the same league that these fellows are talking in, right?
Gentlemen, $10,000 apiece. $10,000 cash on the line, each.
You have the money with you?
You have to realize that you would never come into a neighborhood such as this with $20,000 in one's pocket. Gentlemen, I am prepared to pay you $10,000 apiece for your signature. Now, this offer is not going to remain open forever. No, you must understand, this is a limited time. You must sign with me.
Jerry.
Can I say one word? If you guys would, Lance just said, me, Lance, you guys, we don't know this guy from Adam. He comes out here with his goofy accent. I don't know where he's from. And he's over here, you can hear the people saying, you know, don't listen to this guy. I mean, he's a jerk. All managers are jerks. Do we know that or not, huh?
No, you understand.
Don't put your finger on me, pal.
You understand? I am not talking money for you. I've made no reference to you whatsoever. What are you doing out here? I'm talking business with these gentlemen.
What I'm doing out here is I'm trying to tell these guys that they're a successful tag team. They're already the Southern Tag Team Champions. What do they need a leech like you hanging on their back trying to siphon money from them? What that's
How
why?
dare you? You can't speak to me that way. These gentlemen are out here talking business with me. They are talented men.
Kelly.
They know they're talented.
Kelly.
Let them make up their own minds.
Easy. First of all, King, he's talking to us and he's right. We've been handling things for years on our own. We don't need you coming out here getting in our business either, okay? So why don't you let us handle our own business, all right?
Yes.
Okay?
Back off, Jerry.
We're big boys now. We don't need any help from you, all right?
Yes. These men are not only talented wrestlers, but they're intelligent as well.
Wait a minute. We haven't seen any cash yet.
Cash on the line right here. A week from today, I will have the cash on the line to be presented to each of you when you put your signatures on my contract.
I'll tell you what, Lance, for weeks, after week after week, we've given these people money, we've given them diamond rings, and to be perfectly honest, they haven't given us back anything in return. Listen, right, man, you bring the contracts next week, you bring the money, and the Rockers will have their names on that contract.
Yeah, it seems to. That's for a living fact. We're going to take time. I'll be back in just a moment. Super night, Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. Boy, I'm telling you, 7 big matches, and there's special prices, $5 and $3 for those Christmas prices. And what a night it's going to be. Manny, this is going to be a very important one because the unification tournament, Jeff Jarrett, the Mid-America, Jerry Lawler, the Southern Heavyweight, and you with the international title will be deciding who will be the new CWA World Heavyweight Champion. Jeff and Lawler go first, and the winner then faces you for that championship.
Well, you understand that a lot of people throughout the world have become unified in one thing, a cause for a general purpose, and that cause is to claim one person on top of everything. You see, it happens in the boxing world, now it's happening in the wrestling world. The most awesome thing that's ever going to happen in Evansville is going to happen. And I promise you one thing, Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Lawler, you're great athletes, but you're pitted against each other. One has to face the other, and then the other one's got to face me. Which one really, truly wants to come out of that battle and face the most awesome wrestling machine in the wrestling world today? I'll tell you what, none of you, because when you walk that aisle and you realize your fate is in the Raging Bull, the international heavyweight
Hey, Manny,
champion.
don't forget this. Whoever wins that CWA championship has to go back that night and face Kurt Hennig for the world title.
You know something? I've been there before, baby. I've been a world champion, and I'll be a world champion as long as I'm the Raging Bull. Evansville, liven up because it's coming alive. It's full rock and roll. It's coming right at you.
Oh, and I'm talking about Wednesday night. It's all happening. Special prices. Be out at the Coliseum to see. The announcement at the very beginning of the program, they had a special announcement today, and I said, Eddie, that I kind of viewed it with mixed reaction. One way, I'm very excited about it. And another way, you know, I guess maybe sometimes you hate to let go of the past, but you've had more experience with the past than I have.
Yeah. Well, Lance, you know, every time you turn on the TV and you see a wrestling program, you've got this champion, that champion, this TV champion, world TV champion, local TV champion, world heavyweight champion.
You're right.
Every
there.
program has a half a dozen different champions. And everybody. Back, you know, when I was wrestling, if you remember back that far, in this area, we had one single title, Southern Heavyweight title, and every wrestler in the world
That's true.
wanted that title. We had one set of tag team titles.
Yep.
Every tag team in the world wanted those belts. They really meant something. Now this area, I guess you'd call it, you know, keeping up with times. We have international title, Mid-America title, and the Southern title. We're going to combine those, and it'll be one title, like the good old days, and it'll be the CWA Heavyweight title.
Okay. What you're saying is that you're going to unify all of these titles into one title rather than having
That's
this
right.
champion, that champion,
That's
that
right.
champion, so on.
CWA Heavyweight title holder. Now, we have Manny Fernandez with the belt. Jerry Lawler has the belt. Jeff Jarrett has the belt. And in order to unify this title, I sat down. You've got to have matches. And it was no way that I could sit down and put this man against this man. And I just couldn't come up with the matches. So the only thing I knew to do, I wrote the names of the three men, Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, and Manny Fernandez, down on a piece of paper.
So we got the three champions, Manny with the international belt, Jeff with the Mid-America belt, and Jerry with the Southern Heavyweight belt. And they will be involved in what is kind of a round-robin elimination type of a thing.
We'll put, Bob, if you'll bring me that hat.
Obviously,
We've got the three names on the piece of paper here. We'll put them in here, and the first name drawn out be put on the contract. The second name drawn out will wrestle that first name.
Yeah.
The third man will have a bye. He will wrestle the winner of the first match.
So he's got a little advantage in the sense that he meets the winner of the first two guys meet, right?
And then the last match, the winner of the first match plus the guy with the bye, he will come out and be the CWA Heavyweight Champion.
Wow.
And like I say, there's no way
this
that I
is
could get the names on the line and make it...
monumental move here, Ed. I really think it is, and I think you're absolutely right that the unification will put more emphasis, as it should be, on the champion of the area here, and there won't be the diversification about the different championship matches.
That's right.
Okay?
Draw a name out. This
Okay.
Name will go on the contract first.
There's the first one, and that one will be involved in the first match, right?
Yes, sir. Jerry Lawler.
Jerry Lawler will be in the first match. Okie doke.
This man name drawn will wrestle Jerry Lawler.
Will wrestle Jerry, and then the winner will wrestle the third man. Jeff Jarrett.
So,
Luck of the draw.
we won't have to draw another one. We know that Jeff Jarrett will wrestle Jerry Lawler, and the winner of that match will wrestle Manny Fernandez. And the winner of that match will be the CWA Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, Eddie, I think it's a very bold move, and we're going to be very interested in it. I'm boggled about that first match, though, with Jeff and Jerry having to face each other in there. It's going to be a dandy in there. Okay, a new era is about to go, as we'll have one champion with the CWA Heavyweight Champion. Eddie, like the good old days. Okay, Eddie Marlin. Now we're ready for our next match, which is coming up on the card, and we'll ring the bell and get into that. I don't know, Davey. As I said, it's kind of a mixed thing in my mind.
Yeah, that's
I like
true.
the concept of the one champion, so that everybody knows what the goal is and they're shooting for the goal, and you don't have a champion out of every corner. Here he is. The happy Mexican of wrestling, Hector Guerrero. Oh, you saw him for last week? I had a lot of requests, Manny, but in spite of that, you'll probably try to sing it again. Okay, Dave, let's go with our next match.
All right, we got a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match going here. Introducing from Arkansas, 201 pounds, Benny Wilson. And going against him from Mexico City, Mexico, 245 pounds, Hector Guerrero. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Referees Jerry Calhoun. Hector got to be a very heavy favorite going against young Benny Wilson. Benny and his brother David, we've seen before on Championship Wrestling, but again, as happens many times, when you look at experience, boy, the list under Hector's name is just much, much longer than it is under Benny's.
And you know, against everybody who is anybody in professional wrestling. Guerrero crotches him, drops him down over the knee for a backbreaker and a count of one. Benny makes the kick and gets the right shoulder up, which is sufficient, as he moves in, going for a suplex. He really snapped him.
Yeah, he did. He got a good suplex on him.
Referee Jerry Calhoun in this match with Benny Wilson and Hector Guerrero. Whip across the ring, double-handed him right at the chin, maybe right on the neck. This could be it. Yeah, that's it. And as we all thought from the beginning, Hector Guerrero from the Mexican Connection comes out. What was the time on that, David?
58 seconds, so less than a minute.
58 seconds, less than a minute. And
1, 2, 3, the same time it takes for anybody to take care of all you Alamo people. 1, 2, 3.
Well, there's Hector. We'll take time out and be back in just a moment. Championship Wrestling brings to the Evansville Coliseum Wednesday night a great card of 7 outstanding matches. Special Christmas prizes, $5 and $3. The World Heavyweight Champion Curt Hennig will be there. A round-robin unification tournament with Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Lawler going against each other in the opening bout, with a winner to go against the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez. That and much, much more coming up Wednesday night at the Coliseum. 7 matches, special prices.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the heavyweight champion of the world, Curt Hennig. Now, I understand down here in Mid-South Wrestling, they're having a round-robin tournament involving Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Lawler, and Manny Fernandez. Well, let me tell you, plain and simple, when Curt Hennig's in town, something big is going to happen. And I don't care which one of them men win the round-robin tournament. I will guarantee you this, though. I'm the greatest wrestler in the world, and I'm here to prove to everybody in the world that I am the greatest, and I'm going to remain the greatest a long time.
and
People say I'm
Crazy Bill coming up.
crazy as a loon.
There he is, very large.
Stoned in the morning.
Hey, David.
Jimmy Jack Funk is in here right now. One fall, 10-minute time limit match. 221 pounds out of Memphis, Tennessee. Introducing Ken Raper. Going against him from Amarillo, Texas. 263 pounds. Jimmy Jack Funk. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Let's get that rope and cowbell out of there.
Boy, that's for a fact. He's got it around his neck, and the first thing, too bad Ken didn't get over there and grab a hold of it. Yeah. The big guy from Amarillo gets the rope off, and here they go. Haven't seen Ken Raper in quite some time either.
That's true.
Ken's been out and about. You know, Jimmy Jack is one of these, I guess for the want of a better description, sneaky big guys. This guy, when you look at him, at least when I look at him in the ring, he doesn't look that big. Boy, you get up beside him, and let me tell you, he is large.
He is large. He is solid, like a block of granite. Ken Raper with a bar on the left arm. Raper fired into the rope, ducks under. Oh. Jimmy Jack took him right into the ropes. Just let his momentum keep him going. That's a boot across the throat. Jimmy Jack Funk slides a boot off the top of the forehead of Ken Raper. Raper on the ropes, fired across the way. Upper arm clothesline.
Man, oh man, and I mean swinging too. He hit him like he had a ball bat in his arm. Wacko!
Funk using that right arm again. Raper drops down there with an upper arm. Look at him come back with a right hand. Jimmy Jack Funk backed into a corner. Ken Raper gonna whip him across the ring, but it's reversed. Ken Raper bounces out of there trying to grab Funk, but Funk just picks him up in the air. Wow. What a slam. That's it. Minute 48 seconds the time on it. And Jimmy Jack Funk out of Amarillo, Texas takes the measure of Ken Raper. Again, the time, 1 minute.
That's what I'm gonna do to all that sissy, and I'm gonna win that ring of gold.
Oh, that's Jimmy Jack Funk. 1 minute 48 seconds the time on it. Lance?
I'm never really sure. Sure, you're talking about both oars in the water, elevator to the top, and all of that. Jimmy Jack Funk. One thing, brother, when you climb in the ring with him, you had double ought better be ready to get it on, because this guy is big and mean and will do it all. We are going to follow up on the unification announcement by Eddie Marlin that there is going to end up with one champion. Let me get up here and welcome Jeff out here. Come on, partner. This is kind of a history-making thing. I've been here with the King on 900 different occasions, and I've never had one exactly like this. Can you guys, let's just sit down here and get homey. Jerry, you want to grab that mic, and if you don't mind, Jeff, just share this one with me. And I want to talk a little bit about this big announcement that that came out. Did it come as kind of a surprise, Jerry, when Eddie announced that this is what he's going to do?
Well, you know, Eddie called me earlier in the week, I guess, about Wednesday evening or something like that, and told me that this was his plans. And I guess, like you say, it was sort of a surprise, but by the same token, it was something that I sort of agreed with also. You know, I remember the days when the Southern Heavyweight Champion in this area, that was the title that everybody was shooting for. You know, every guy in the area wanted to be the Southern Heavyweight Champion. And now, just
He's
like
right about that. That's true.
Yeah, and just like you said, also you look at a lot of these other organizations, and you see 90 different champions, and what happens? It's like, you know, it makes the championship really not mean anything. I mean, you know, if you don't win one, well, maybe I'll win another one. And in this area also, it's sort of it's gotten diluted. There's the Mid-America Heavyweight Championship, the Southern Heavyweight Championship, then the International Championship, who Manny Fernandez.
Let me interrupt you and say, I want to tell everybody, because this is not something. We invited Manny to come here. and participate in this interview about this unification round robin that's coming up. And his exact response, I don't believe that I'll pass on to you, but needless to say, he chose not to be here with us.
Actually, he was going to sit in that chair, and Jeff and I were going to sit over here between us.
You're right. As a matter of fact. So we've got it. It's cast, it's going, and the drawing, absolutely, I drew one, Dave drew one, and the way it turned out, Jerry's name was drawn first, and Jeff, your name was second, so the luck of the draw, Jeff, puts you in there against the king in the first round.
Luck of the draw, I'm not sure if those are the right words to say, but I was back in the back, and I was waiting on the drawings, and as Lawler said, he found out about Wednesday night. I found out Thursday afternoon, and I was thinking, boy, if I face Manny Fernandez, it'll be a tough fight, but I'll know more how to go into the match, fight fire with fire, maybe. But against, I was thinking, boy, if I face Lawler, that's going to be an interesting match. And a lot of people are thinking, I wonder how this match is going to go. And a lot of people come to surprise. I think everybody knows he's got the experience on me. He weighs more than I do, but I believe there's one advantage I got. I've grown up watching Jerry wrestle, and he's won an awful lot of matches. And I'm not saying that he can't wrestle, but there's one thing that's helped him win an awful lot of matches, and that's that big right fist. You know, a lot of people, a lot of guys say they got the hands of stone, or they got the biggest knockout punch. Well, I'm here to tell you, I've sat on the front row, and I've watched a lot of matches, and here lately I've been his partner. And the King's got one of the toughest punches I've ever seen.
I remember, asked Jackie Fargo, asked Bob Armstrong with those ribs that he busted with that right there.
That's right. But in this match, I don't think Jerry's going to use that fist. A lot of people say, well, I've seen the King when the strap comes down, a lot of heads go flying, but me and the King, I've sort of come real close to him. He's helped me an awful lot in my career. And I just don't think that's to my advantage. In this match, I think he's going to wrestle. Now, don't get me wrong. I know he can wrestle, and I've seen him, but I think it's been a while, and I think I'm a little bit quicker than him and a little bit faster. And I just think it'll be an interesting match, but I'm going to give it everything I got, but I just don't think he'll use his big right hand, and I think that's his strongest point.
I think I see what you're saying, and in this, when you take away that big right hand, well, I won't say it. I was going to say don't bet your life on it, but Jerry, I'll let you say what you've got to say, partner.
Well, in sitting here listening to Jeff, what it reminds me of, Lance, and I think that if you think back, probably a lot of people out here watching right now could think back of a young guy that came out, I think it was on maybe another television station then, but he came out and he was doing an interview with you, and he was talking about that he had the biggest match of his career coming up against Jackie Fargo. And this young guy was sitting there, and he was telling you about how he had an advantage over Jackie Fargo because he was younger and because he was quicker and because he thought that maybe Jackie might been a little bit over the hill. Do you remember that, Lance?
Yeah, I do. The guy's name escapes me right now, but
well, I'll tell you who it was. It was me spouting off all those big words back then about the big match coming up. The first time that I was, I felt like I was trying to step up, take that first big step up the ladder and facing a seasoned veteran like Jackie Fargo, which is, sort of the same situation that Jeff is in right now, even though he does have the Mid-America Championship, and even though he's faced a lot of guys that have been bigger and probably stronger and maybe people would consider tougher than Jeff. I'm not taking anything like that away from him because the fact that he has that championship makes him a worthy challenger. And so all I'm saying is that I remember when I said those words about Jackie Fargo, and I came out and I said, I feel real good about it, I feel real confident about it, but I'll tell you this, Lance, I didn't get one wink of sleep the night before that match, and I'll say this, I don't think this young man will get much sleep Sunday night either.
I will say, and this is not taking anybody's side in it, I'm glad to see Jeff with that kind of confidence because, boy, if anybody knows, you get in that ring, you don't have that confidence you can win, friend, you don't have a chance in there. So at least it's showing that didn't do well.
Lance, that didn't faze me too much.
Oh, I see, okay.
Lance, it's going to be a tough fight, and that's all I've got to say. But I'm looking forward to it because if you don't look forward to your matches, it may be the biggest. I've had a couple of world title shots, but this shot right here,
boy, the night is going to be the biggest. Let me ask you guys about that. Whoever wins it, has to go in there and face Manny Fernandez. And then the winner of that match will have a world title shot against Curt Hennig that very same night. So it could be
long night.
Yeah, it could be a long night. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take time out. We'll see if we can check on this in a minute.
This match is going to be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. 182 pounds out of Arkansas. Introducing David Wilson, and going against him at 275 pounds out of Dunlap, Kansas, Bobby Jaggers, the Hangman. Nathaniel Whitlock in his corner.
Of the ring. Jaggers is going to wear that ring Monday night.
David Wilson pounded down, and the Hangman. Oh boy. Yeah, that's it. Total mismatch. We knew it going in. All due respect. I mean, you got to tell them like it is, and that's the way it is. Hey, come on, Bobby. Good night. You beat the kid in how long, Dave?
21 seconds.
21 seconds, and now you stand up. Hey, yeah, you pounded. Hey, come on, Bobby. Now just take it out of here. You come out beating up on him. Boy, I am telling you what. Hey, yeah, get him out of here, Jerry. We don't need him in here. The winner officially, the Hangman Bobby Jaggers, as he defeated David Wilson in snappy order, no question about it. Okay, we're going to take time out. We haven't had any new videos in quite some time. We got some we want the folks to take a look at right now.
Snakeskin boots. Faded jeans. Broad shoulders. And blonde hair. Wow. Now that's a poster.
To order your Jeff Jarrett poster, call 1-800-336-2600. That's 1-800-336-2600. Save COD charges by having your credit card ready, or send a check or money order in the amount of $10 to Jarrett Poster, Post Office Box 3020, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08034. Allowed 2 weeks for delivery.
So what's the line? Crispy Bell, it's my
trouble and hurt, not even worry about getting hurt. That's tough enough.
Okay, back into the action in just a moment. Remember, Wednesday night, special 7 big bout card, special prices $5 and $3, and what a night it's going to be. We got right here the Midnight Rockers, as you can see. And guys, I got to tell you, I was a little surprised, and a lot of people I've talked to, you'd even talk to Mark Guleen. He's talking, offering money, but, I mean, hey, how about this guy?
You know, first of all, everybody's acting surprised. They're saying, why does sudden change? Is it over money? It's not a sudden change. You know, when the Midnight Rockers came in here, we told everybody we came to prove we're the best tag team in wrestling. But the people here hadn't got enough sense to recognize talent.
Hold on, Marty, man. We've been friends for a long time. I think you're making a big mistake, man. A real big mistake.
You know something, Lance? It's funny to me. Midnight Rockers taught these two guys everything they know about wrestling and about having good times. And people like these guys and Lawler and Dundee, they're all coming to the Rockers and saying, why?
3 years of good friendship.
Friendship.
Over money?
Friendship. It's not about money. Let me tell you something, guys. You two big guys, you're coming out here like a couple of blubbering idiots. You bring a tear to a glass eye. I tell you what, sympathy's really killing me. But I'll tell you what, you try paying your house and your car with friendship, guys. That
I don't
don't
believe
cut
you're
it.
even saying that. I don't. We've been friends. We've been partying together for a long, long time, and now you're coming off the
Friends are fine, okay? If you want to stay friends, that's fine. But don't come out and tell us how to run our business, okay? We took care of you when nobody cared about you fat slobs. Now give us a little respect, huh?
That's right.
Fat slobs.
That's right. When you were nothing, and now you're getting somewhere.
What happened to 3 years?
Friends are fine. If you want
Wednesday night, they'll be in a bout.
Don't run our...
Six-man tag team action coming up here. Rock and roll RPM, part of one of the teams. Big part of one of the teams. Here they come right here. Tommy Lane, Mike Davis, their partner, Keith Roberson. That's 3 of them on the other side of the ring. We got the superstar. We got Billy Travis. We got Jeff Jarrett coming out here.
Yeah, it's got the makings of a dandy of a...
Here they come, greeting the fans on the way to the ring. This match will go to the expiration of time. Total weight on the RPMs and Keith Roberson's side, 697 pounds. Across the ring, 652 the total weight. And we are just about set to get it underway. Referee Jerry Calhoun out there in between all 6 of them right now.
Boy, really got a shake and bake team over there with Jarrett, Travis, and Dundee. And a good rugged team with the RPMs and big Keith Roberson. And bell time. Here we go.
Look at this, some fast action as this one gets going. Tommy Lane against Billy Dundee, the superstar. Took Tommy Lane quickly down to the mat, but Lane just bounced back on his feet. He was not down on that mat for more than a half second. Dundee reverses, and Tommy Lane hits the mat again, but again quickly back on his feet, and Dundee with a good drop kick. Mike Davis comes wandering in there, no tag made. Dundee drop kicked him, and here you see Billy, a little Australian, all 214 pounds worth, doing battle now against Mike Davis after the tag.
Winds the arm up, and Billy Travis takes over. Ripped him on, then grabbed the arm.
Davis grabbing the bottom rope. Good move. Upsets fans when you see it, but it's a way to get a hole broken very quickly without much damage to yourself, and that's what he did. Billy Travis makes the tag, and here comes Jeff Jarrett. Jeff and Billy double up on the exchange. Referee steps in between them now. Jeff with a right fist double. Mike Davis saying, hey, referee, wait a minute, get that hand open. Back in the corner, Jeff Jarrett being held by Tommy Lane from outside. Mike Davis has made the tag on Keith Roberson. Roberson, as far as weight is concerned, the biggest of the 6.
But Keith is a big guy. those guys that's just solid right from top to bottom. Big legs on him. Dundee runs around him, says Tom.
Dundee with a slam. Boy, you talk about misdirection. Dundee was yelling timeout. There's no such thing in a wrestling match. And when Roberson slowed down, he nailed it.
Unloaded on him. Bam! Look at Travis. Gets a 1. Keith shaking it off. He's got himself some problems in there because they've got him trapped. Jarrett, Travis, and Dundee. These guys working well together in a 6-man. There's a tag on Billy. Getting a little shot of this one, a little shot of that one, and they just keep it going. RPMs a long way from their partner. Boom, Dundee drilling him. Down the center of the ring. Time running down on this 6-man match. Look, Billy got a 1 count, but Roberson too tough to hold him out. Dundee on him. Travis on him. Dundee back on him. Billy's not legally in there, as a matter of fact, but the referee, you get in the middle of a situation like that, you cannot keep it straight in your own mind, I'll tell you.
Dundee, boy, he made every effort at the 3 count there, and he just couldn't hold the shoulders down for a 3 count. That, in a way, is a tribute to the size of Keith Roberson. Enough strength in the upper body to keep breaking the cover. There he does it again against Jeff Jarrett. Jeff takes it down hard. Bars the left arm. Roberson back up on his feet. Jeff doesn't let go. Puts a twist on the arm. Now tags Billy Travis. Billy wraps that arm up a little bit more.
Woo. And look at Travis. Pulled back into the corner in between the RPM.
Yeah, I heard Mike Davis yelling, bring him back here. Well, Roberson did that very well. He just shoved him back to the corner, and now it's Tommy Lane, Bill Dundee, Mike Davis, Jeff Jarrett, Keith Roberson. They're all in the ring.
We had all 6 of them. Now it's down to 5 as Tommy Lane is out on the floor. Mike Davis double backdrop by Dundee and Jarrett, while Billy Travis, now joined by Dundee, a double backdrop on Roberson, and out goes the RPM.
Yeah, they've left.
Keith is in there by himself with no partners. He got up to go tag anybody. He wouldn't have anybody to tag. That's it.
4 minutes, 52 seconds the time.
Timeout while we check the clock, and we'll be back in a moment. I guess depending on which side you were on as to whether it was good or not.
It was good unless you were Keith Roberson, and apparently the Rock and Roll RPMs who walked out of here and left Roberson alone.
Yes, they did.
It didn't make much difference because it looked like they pretty well had Roberson beat anyway, and they did get the pin on him. So Dundee, Jeff Jarrett, and Billy Travis get the victory in the expiration of time match. Other winners today, Teijho Khan. Teijho Khan was Mark Guleen there and wandering around and all that, but Khan is impressive. He won his match. It was Hector Guerrero winning his match, Jimmy Jack Funk, and Bobby Jaggers, both winners in separate single matches today. And then, of course, the expiration of time 6-man match we were just talking about. All in all, we had lots and lots of action today again.
Boy, we really did that, in fact. And I tell you, we had a big announcement to make that was made today by Dave Marlin about the unification of the titles in there. So that's going to be interesting to keep an eye on, and we'll do that, but not right now. We'll see you next week. More time, more wrestling action for Dave Brown. Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.